What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of WesterBros. I'm Andrew Schulz. I'm here with Hani. I'm here with Marco. And I'm here with Jack. We got the whole squad back together. Finally, Game of Thrones has put out an episode worth talking about in a delightful, upbeat manner. I know initially I got a lot of shit for my takes on last episode of Game of Thrones.
Some people came around, though.
Yeah, I feel like
the whole world came around.
Yeah.
Everybody thought I was crazy first 2 days, and then Game of Thrones, and then HBO started leaking shit about the episode.
Yeah.
Right? Like I saw this article in Cosmo, and Cosmo somehow had the last 2 minutes of the episode. And I was like, how would you get 2 minutes
the next one?
of it? No. Of episode 3.
Okay.
Cosmo had this article, like what really happened in episode 3 that you might have missed. And then I'm like, So you're saying Cosmopolitan Magazine is just ripping 2 minutes of an HBO show and selling ads on it, and that's not like low-key placed by HBO to do a little PR coverage? And there's no way possible. And what they said was very interesting. They said, remember when we were shitting on John for being a bitch and just hiding behind the rubble the whole time?
Yeah, he was on the move.
Well, he was on the move, but it was whatever. And then all of a sudden, he just decides to jump in front of the dragon.
Not great.
Down at the dragon.
Just yell at the dragon, right? So what they said was the dragon was actually protecting the entrance to where the tree was in Bran was. And that's where John's trying to go, right? Wait for it. So apparently, John sees Arya, and when he's looking at the dragon and he's yelling at the dragon, he's yelling, go, 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 to Arya.
Right, he's distracting.
And he's like, which is typical John thing. I'm willing to give my life to protect everybody else. I'm like, okay, that was a good move. It was just executed extremely poorly, along with everything else.
How was it missed? Like, how did they expect
us to get it?
Yeah.
I feel like they're doing it in hindsight. They're like, no, he said that.
And it's bullshit. So I will rewatch the episode. I put the caption on. He doesn't say go.
Yeah.
He just yells.
Yeah.
Really?
They're just manufacturing that after the fact because they're trying to.
The caption just goes, ah.
That would be a reasonable explanation. I choose to believe that, actually, just to make myself feel better.
Well, I believed it for 4 days. I felt great.
Well, that's what I feel like.
And then Alex just ruined it for me. But they're doing PR work because they know how much they fucked that up.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Protect the image, control the narrative.
What was your take on the episode? Because we didn't.
I hated it. I texted you guys, but then I didn't want to like influence.
I didn't answer because we were about to record, and I was like, I don't want any of this conversation happening. But just recap before, just by the way, everybody listening right now, this is Game of Thrones. We're doing episode 4 that we all just saw, but you guys weren't here for Jack's response last week, so I want to hear what Jack had to say.
It's a lot of the same things that you said. I just felt like everything I loved about Game of Thrones was completely ripped away.
Devoid in that episode for sure.
And like anything, like any kind of heartbreaking relationship that you have where you realize it's going to go a different way than you thought, I was in mourning after the episode, and I was trying to find answers.
Yeah.
And I was trying to find someone to blame. And I realized the only person to blame is George Martin himself.
Okay. Hot take.
He has had, not only the 8 years that this show has been running, he's had like 15 years or something before that, whenever the first book came out, to finish this series. And I think he got caught up in the fucking fame and the success and the parties and the whatever it is.
Yeah. And
he hasn't finished it. And now we're all just waiting for it to fucking finish up when we don't have a true ending. So it's like...
But you don't... But like he's working with the writers on the show, kind of telling them...
outline.
But you think because he didn't give them like the actual, his book kind of like, translate to their script.
Yeah.
You think because he didn't have that, they've kind of their liberties fucked it up.
I feel like I really respected these two showrunners as like creative storytellers.
Trash.
And then what I realized after
Trash.
this episode
Suck.
is that
Pussies.
they're just good at adapting material that's already there. If their source material isn't there,
Who can't do that?
Right.
Why is that even an Oscar-worthy thing?
Right.
You made something already good, not as bad.
Right, exactly.
Like, also, by the way, every time you adapt a book, it's worse.
Yeah.
And there's still an award for that. When has there been a book adapt The Godfather, some people say?
Yeah.
Who's actually read the Godfather book?
I mean, enough people, they made a movie.
No, there's been some great
I'm talking about
adaptations,
like our generation.
I don't know. That's not the point.
Right.
The point is that it's rare that the movie is better than the book. And there's a lot of things that goes into that, right? Obviously, when you're watching a book, you have an when you're reading a book, you create what these characters look like in your head. Like when I was, reading Angels and Demons and what is the other book?
Da Vinci Code.
The Da Vinci Code. Like Richard Gere was the Langdon guy. It wasn't dorky ass fucking Tom Hanks. I was furious. I was like, Tom Hanks not gonna get no pussy while he's trying to decode shit. I was so pissed off because I had this suave suave guy with the, what is it, the silver fox.
Silver hair, yeah.
Oh,
The
you
silver
like a
hair.
fox.
Yeah.
Dude, I almost saw Richard Gere the other day. I wasn't Richard Gere, but I was staring at that motherfucker. I was like,
They're
you
glow.
canceled gerbil fucking dude, you. You remember that rumor
He's
about
friends
Gere?
with the Dalai Lama.
He puts gerbils in his ass.
Yeah, that was a
That's
rumor. That's not true.
That's not true.
I don't think so.
That's the most believable thing that's come out of Hollywood.
But Cindy Crawford put a gerbil up his ass. So it's...
We all do it. It's not even a
Right,
question.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
do it with 55-year-old Cindy Crawford today. Anyway, so the point is,
Yeah.
episode trash. They sucked at the fucking
Trash.
storyline.
It was just like kind of. I was defending it the last 2 seasons. I thought 6 was really good. And I feel
7
like
was bad.
7 was terrible in hindsight. I was really defending it the whole way through 7 when people were complaining about this exact issue, which is that it was getting away from the books. The fans of the books were like, "Oh, this isn't what we thought was going to happen. This is what we signed up for." I was like, just wait until basically this episode. That episode last week. I was like, wait until this happens. Because I was the one who was like holding out on the White Walkers. I thought the Night King had a whole fucking backstory.
I know.
Everything that I thought was going to happen didn't, and it was it was like really, really
Dog shit. But you blame George R. R. Martin.
Yeah, because it comes down to he just didn't.
But didn't-
Bro, he's
Didn't
getting
he
pussy for the first time in
That's
his
true.
entire. He's a
had
90-year-old
8 years.
lawn gnome, and for the first time in his life, he's able to bang 20-year-old hot chicks.
Look,
But the last book was written, I thought, in like 97.
yeah. No, the last book came out I think after that, but the first book came out in like early '90s. Like he's
Oh.
had so much time to fucking write this shit.
Yeah.
Yo, it seems like a lot to write, though. He built
Yeah.
some real detailed backstories here. Like,
Well, by the way, he said if the last 2 books that he's writing right now were to be adapted properly, they'd be 5 seasons of material. That's what he said, quoted.
that makes sense, though.
And so that's why.
Why would that make sense?
Because like the way everything feels sped up now.
Like, all right, for example,
So
right?
wildly sped up. Like,
What do you mean?
from how we went from, I guess it was probably when the book stopped, John dying, to how we got here happened really fucking fast in hindsight.
But even that's drawn out. How about just in this past episode tonight, the relationship
that's
between
true.
Jamie and Brienne? That would be like a season and a half worth of material where
That's
they're
true.
like hooking
Fair
up and
enough.
dating.
Or
But
Daenerys
I'm be
becoming
honest
now
with you.
bad.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I like. All right, let's get into this
Let's go
episode.
to
All
the
right.
next episode.
First of all, Cersei is that bitch.
Go.
Cersei deserved that
Go.
throne, bro. It's her
It's
realm.
not- yo,
She's the
it's
smartest
hers.
motherfucker in the
There.
realm. I'm Team Cersei. She deserves it. First of all, this little midget
Yo,
better step it up.
Cersei Hive.
Yo, Cersei Hive all
Cersei
day.
Hive,
Yo,
fam.
Cersei need to come through with the
We
the
stand our
marching
queen.
band outfits next episode for war.
We stand our queen, man.
Yo, she need to come through and it was like, no, that was my shit, Beyonce. You stole that shit from me.
No, I've been on that.
Been Team
Real
Cersei
talk.
since day one.
Fucking since the
All I'm trying to
overbite.
say is this: the game, this past episode, I personally love.
Way better.
But it just goes to show you, we don't give a fuck about these battles. You're wasting your money on these battles. I just care about the game. I care about everybody outsmarting each other, and the midget needs to step it up. Because this whole season they're talking about, you're the smartest guy in the realm. You were the smartest guy in the realm. I don't see a lot of smarts here.
So
Well, he's
to
been
that-
drinking a lot.
So
Is that what they're saying?
yeah, but
trying
he's
to
been,
say
that
that.
why
he's been
he's
washed.
numb?
He's
He's
dull.
been bad.
Son.
He's been fucking up.
Well, he hasn't been on his A game. They've mentioned that a couple times.
And that's the thing that was another part of the thing that's been like really sped up is that Tyrion went from like that guy to
a
fucking
cuck.
Jeff Green, like, or some scrub off the bench. Like,
Yeah.
just like what happened here? Like,
Really?
I don't know what's going on.
And he's totally given up. Remember, there was a moment where I forget which season, when he was like, she is the rightful queen. She's going to do what's right for the realm, right?
Right.
And then there was discussion tonight with Varys, and Varys was like, yo, I protect the realm.
The writing's on the wall.
This bitch is about to go crazy. We're making the wrong moves. Cersei's playing games with her. Like, dude, the way Cersei bodied Daenerys, dude. The way she bodied Daenerys. That fucking scene where, she's just playing
She's
into
just
her.
baiting him.
She's baiting her. She's waiting for her to come with the fucking dragon. Light all
Open
the
the
people
door.
on for her. She's, hey, come on in, baby.
Let's do it.
Let's cook. I got a lot of poor people that need to be lit on fire. I can't feed them. You might as
she
well light them on
wants it to
fire.
go. Yeah, she just wants it to be her.
She is so ready to turn her into the Mad Queen, and this bitch don't even know it. She's walking right the fuck in. Dude,
That was, but the problem I had with this episode was like the first half.
Well, look, we got the after party, right? We had the battle.
The after party was like son, it was like I thought I was watching like a '90s teen movie for the first half hour.
Why?
I thought it was Can't Hardly Wait.
Yo, it's
Why?
kind of
Because everyone's at the party and then they go
Love
off into
Can't
like,
Hardly Wait.
yo, it's a great movie.
Great movie.
but
Jennifer
not-
Love Hewitt.
Dude, you kidding me?
Legend. Go.
Trip McNeely.
But go on.
I
Go
liked
on.
it.
Yo, it was
We'll
a little
get to
too
it in a
much.
second, yeah.
I just thought I was thinking it was all the storylines were becoming like real convenient, and everyone was pairing off and doing their thing. It was just like corny to me.
Why didn't you? Why'd you like it, Annie?
Yeah, because Tormund was cooking.
Tormund was cooking.
Like,
Yo,
that
he was
was
the
very
best. That was the
entertaining.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and there are a lot of some stuff in like when
in his bag.
when Daenerys gave Gendry like not made him a lord.
Yeah.
But then
For that
that
split second, you were like, "Is
Nah.
she about to be like your father killed my family?"
Yeah,
You gotta die."
no, I get that.
You were kind of. I
That
was
part was good.
I was wondering if she was about to lose everyone right there and be like, "You're dead."
Mm.
But then it didn't. And it was just a party, man. It was
Well,
just,
no,
it was
no,
just
no.
a fun little party.
there was
Go
a
ahead.
strategic move. That's what I loved about it.
Yeah, it was a strategic move,
Like
yeah.
that move right there. Let me know we're back into the game.
Right.
Right? We're done with the battles and the
Right.
fuck shit. We're back into the game.
Right.
Right? I need some loyalty up north. Because these bitches are not fucking with me, and I'm not going to win over these Starks. They can see right through my fuck shit. So let me get Gendry on board.
Yeah.
Let me get these other people potentially on board. Smart. One thing happens in that episode, and it's with Jamie. My favorite part of the whole episode. We found out why Jamie went up there in the first place. He wasn't in love with this big bitch. He didn't give a fuck about the North. He loves his queen.
Yeah.
The whole shit was to protect Cersei and his kid the whole time. He might have got some pussy, and the big girl attaches herself to like the better angels of his character or whatever that fucking saying is. But deep down, he's like, I'm a hateful person. I'm a piece of shit.
I still think he's gonna be the one to kill her though.
Maybe, and then he dies or something like
All
that.
right. I got a couple questions for
All
you.
right, go.
So you think this whole time he was just, all right, I'm gonna go help them win this battle, but I'm gonna come right back to
I
you?
gotta
You think-
protect. I protect Cersei.
You think that was
at
his
all
intention the
costs.
whole time?
I do now, yeah.
Or do you think at that
He
moment
said it pretty
He's-
explicitly.
I mean, yeah.
No,
He's like, I
I
would've
gotta take a
killed-
man at his word.
I
I
don't think
would
it
have
was,
killed River Run.
Okay.
I would have killed whatever, right? He said I've done all these other things.
I pushed a kid out a window.
I pushed a kid. I'll do anything for Cersei.
Okay.
I fucked
I
a
think-
6'6".
Okay, I felt that they were trying to imply that, but I felt it was a little ambiguous, and there's a little room for interpretation that he was just like, she's poison, and I have to go kill her to get rid of her.
Fam, what?
Well, here's
Hold
the thing.
on.
Dead
Hold on.
son.
Hold on.
A little
It
part
was
of it.
explicit
Hold on.
that he was in love with her and that he too was a rotten person, and this is why they really belong
But
together.
it's the two sides, right? So he's shown us that he has those two sides. And I think what happened was I think he wanted maybe to die in that battle. Like he wanted to give it a shot of being like the noble knight that would have died in the Battle of Winterfell. And now that he's lived, he's got to confront, like, is he going to stay with Brienne? He tried that. But you know what happened? As soon as he heard about Cersei in trouble, he can't get over that need to go, join her. Which I think he's going to be conflicted with for the next 2 episodes until it comes to that time when he has to.
Okay, so there was this guy. I forget the guy's name. I wish I could credit him, but he said he had a great synopsis of the last episode. He goes, and why it was dog shit. He goes, the what are they called? The when you switch the plot twist. The plot twist in Game of Thrones used to not only surprise the viewer, but surprise the characters in the show.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And last episode had 0 surprises for the characters. It was just
In a way, the twist was that there was no twist.
right. So this episode, perfect situation, is with Jamie, right? It surprises us. We're like, wait, what? Did Jamie just break bad again? And it surprised Brienne. Right? The harpoon or the air harpoon or whatever taking out the dragon surprises
Well, that
Danny,
was-
Surprised the shit out
surprises
of me.
everybody, surprised the fuck out of me too. And that neck shot, it was like finally we get to see a dragon die the way
Yo,
we
he
want to see it.
died.
Bye.
Yo,
See you
he
later.
died.
By the way, where's John
He
doing
would've
that?
Protect
three
your
bones.
neck
Why isn't he riding?
He said
Rhaegal?
it though.
What do you say?
because he was injured.
He was
so that-
injured and he didn't want his extra weight on.
Bro, the
They
16.
mentioned that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tom was like, "Oh, you're the weight of 2 fleas." Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't even hear that.
Again,
But
it's
yeah,
a size
Jack,
joke.
dude, it's a 20-ton dragon. He can't have 5'8" John on his back because that'd be really difficult. I could totally see the issue there. But no, they need to kill that dragon. It was like a convenient way of doing it.
Yeah.
right.
They
Now,
needed
that was
to even the stakes a little bit.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, all right, is it just me? Is a dragon that effective? I'm not feeling like they're that effective.
They are.
I mean, look,
Like
In that
More
battle,
vulnerable than they used to be.
way more vulnerable. Like they have all those. What are we going to call them? Air harpoons?
Yo,
what are they?
It's also the dragon.
Qyburn's weapons.
The weapon that shoots the what is it?
It's a harpoon. It's the
Harpoon.
big harpoon. The
Call it a
special harpoon.
The harpoon.
is that what a harpoon is?
They got fit. I thought harpoons in the water.
It's a spear.
Spear.
right.
Whatever. The
It's a
spear
giant bow
goes.
and arrow.
Fine.
Crossbow. Giant crossbow.
They're my guy.
Giant crossbow.
Giant crossbow.
Let's
right?
go with that.
Giant crossbow.
Heavy caliber.
Super heavy.
Yeah.
Like official.
That
Right.
shit took out a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they improved it from the seasons, right? Like they had the whole little.
They got it
Qyburn's
all
been
over the
like,
place.
No, we're just gonna fucking shoot.
You're telling me
7 at
it
'em.
can't hit them?
Qyburn's been
They
tweaking.
did hit him.
The official name
No, I'm
is
saying
a
when they
ballista.
come back again.
Yeah.
What's that?
A ballista. Is
Wow.
the
Ballista.
Oh, the ballista. Well,
Okay, we'll call it a ballista.
Good. It's
Basically,
Italian.
you have the ballistas all over the castle,
Yeah.
right? There's no way Cersei can fly in. What is she going to do? It's over. I don't even see why she brought the dragon that close. If it was up to me, I, would
think
have
she
shot
was
the
like
dragon
she was
right
flexing.
Yeah, she's showing off.
That was a
She's
flex.
bringing the
there.
nukes
Well, you're
right
going
up
to put a
to
little
the-
muscle if you're going to keep flexing like
That's
that,
what
man.
I'm saying. I mean, she ended up with egg on her face, but it was an attempt at a flex.
She needed to quit with
You know
that
what I'm
flex.
saying?
In their previous fight, they didn't have a bunch of them. They just had one.
Right.
Yeah.
Going in, you didn't know that they made
You didn't know that
40
they were
more.
on the boats, and they perfected the art while they were fighting everybody else,
Yeah.
which was smart.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, I don't think, Tyrion pulled up and he was like, listen, we're going to spare you. We're going to spare all these people. They don't have to die. And I'm looking at Tyrion like, fam,
You're an underdog.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Fucking-
He
you
doesn't
got
realize.
15
You guys are
unsullied.
you guys are
like,
getting 7 points.
come on,
Yeah.
bro. Did you look at the board? You got no pieces. Like,
Yeah.
you showed the board, right?
It's not great.
And you got the Golden Company, but you don't even need that. You just need the ballistas. Once you take out the dragon, it's over for them, right?
Yeah.
How dumb if it was Danny to bring the dragon back to that meeting? It was in the background, wasn't it?
It was in the
Yeah.
background.
Yo, right.
I would have shot
Yeah,
out
yeah,
right
yeah.
then.
Cersei-
Yo,
would they not just
my
take it out right
assumption
there?
is that they're just totally out of range. That's just my assumption, right?
Keep
I'm
them
just gonna
far
play.
enough,
I'm
but-
just gonna play a little.
If they were out of range, it wouldn't have taken that
Sprinkle some fairy
midget
dust on that.
10
Be like, yeah, they're out of
seconds to
range.
walk to the
Sure.
gate.
Right?
The midget walked to the gate in 10 seconds.
Which is not
his,
likely
his
when you
step
have to.
gate
the-
is 6
it's
inches.
a bad
okay?
step per, it's
It would
a
have
bad
taken
step per
a
minute.
day.
Yep,
It would have
that's not
taken a fucking day for
We
Tyrion
didn't
to
have a
get
day,
there.
so we sped
okay?
it up a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. The dragon's got to be close enough to hit. I would have taken the shot at the dragon right there
I'm
and then
surprised they
chopped
didn't.
off Missandei's head.
Maybe he. I don't know. Maybe it really was 15 minutes for Tyrion to get there. We just,
Dude, Tyrion is so fucking disappointing with these debate skills. He knows his sister don't give a fuck. Why is he trying
Well,
to
that Sansa
play
thing
into
against
her?
him the whole time. She's like, I thought you were smarter than this. How can you not see it? And that's I have my problems with Sansa throughout the season, but she's right about that.
Finally,
Yeah.
he's become a little bit of an optimist, and it's not really working in his favor.
yes.
Yeah, and he was always the eternal pessimist.
Where does he get this optimism?
Because of the dragons. He credits the moment he saw the dragon.
That's true.
Remember in season 5 when he's with Jorah?
Yeah.
And they're going through Valyria, and he's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Everything that I thought was wrong about this world is right. And shit
Yes.
like that.
And he's been downhill ever since.
Yeah.
He's
know-
been so bad that I actually, for a split second, was like, is he working with Cersei?
Yo,
But that would
But
be
yo-
that. I was like, oh, that'd be a crazy twist. I was like, but that kind of goes against everything of the history of the show that we've watched.
Well, you
Like,
still don't know about that conversation they had in season 7?
7. We assumed
right?
it was the
We
baby, but
assumed
it
that
could have
was
been
the baby
something
thing, but
else.
It could have been something else.
Oh, yeah.
And then we still don't know about the off-screen conversation he had with Bran the night before.
I think that was just him telling his whole story. They just didn't show it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they were really strategizing the big play.
Right.
so if that
which
were to
is-
happen, would that be something that you'd like or dislike? You find out Tyrion's actually. Been
I don't
working
like the
with
off-screen shit.
Bran said something this episode. He goes, I
He's-
mostly live in the past.
Yeah,
Did
he's
you
a
guys
fish out
pick
of
up that
water.
line?
Yeah.
I think there's value in that line, and I don't understand why he's mostly living in the
No,
past.
I think he's sad. Right? Because
He can't be
because
present.
now his presence is. It happened. He was here
Yeah.
to stop this war, and he's sacrificed who he was as a person, and now it's over, and it's where do I go now?
He's realizing what we were arguing.
I'm totally fucked up in the head.
Yeah. What we were complaining about, which I had a
Yeah.
big complaint about Bran, which is he's just basically his whole character. The only reason why he is the three-eyed raven is a device to tell us about Jon's lineage. That's his only purpose. If he's not gonna in that battle, he just turns to crows. If he's not gonna warg into a dragon,
Right.
What is his real purpose? He just is constantly looking back into the past and
Yeah.
he's the record book, I guess. He's the history book for everything that's going down. But
Dude, he's just a peeping Tom, and that's why he got his neck broke in the first place. It's
Yeah.
if he would have mind his business, you know what I mean? He just became this character that gets to just stare at other people while they do shit.
Well, they
But
did
he
shoot.
looked like sad. Like that. I took that as like when he
He's
said.
always looking weird. I just thought that like I live in
he's
the
on the
past is
spectrum,
like
guys. He's on the spectrum.
yeah, he's
But he
Asperger's.
seemed at least leading up to it comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Like listen, this is who I am now. I'm totally fucked up, but like I'm gonna do this because, we got to get to the end here. But now it's like he's just kind of the secret's out, and he's sitting there, and he's just kind of like, I mostly live in the past now. That I don't envy you because I mostly live in the past.
So now he's back to being Bran?
now he's just back to being a guy who's like lost his.
No, now he's a three-eyed
He's a
raven.
Red Raven, but what's the
and-
point?
yeah.
Because
You don't need a three-eyed raven when
there's no White Walkers.
Yeah, there's no White Walkers.
and so the three-eyed raven was only there to prepare for White Walkers this whole time?
that and to tell the John story.
That's what I'm saying. Story wise, like
Not story-wise, I'm saying within
in
it.
the world. I'm not sure. I'm not
no,
sure what
within
the
the
fuck is.
world, his importance is being the history of the world.
Right?
Right.
So
but
he has to. There always has to be a three-eyed raven, even if there's no enemy.
Because they maintain this history.
yeah.
Okay.
Our
So
he's like
library's
trapped.
fun. Our library, he's just
Trapped
a
without
human
purpose,
version of a
yeah.
library. Are they
Yeah.
fun?
No, they're not fun.
Exactly.
So-
his life's not fun.
yeah, but I feel like his life wasn't boring or fun. I think it just was. Like I didn't know he had any emotional reaction to anything.
That's true.
So all of a sudden he's sad seems
don't know.
peculiar to me.
Yeah.
I don't buy that.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe
I don't buy
that's-
this. So
maybe
I
that's
think
just what he was. That's just
I
how he
mostly
is.
live in the past. Like I feel like he's trying to calculate something. I feel like
Well, maybe that's a hint because there's a theory, and this was like a lot of people that were grabbing for like the Night King coming back or there being more meaning to all this.
yeah.
There's a theory that the time travel element, kind of similar to Hodor, how he went back and then it affected the present day timeline with him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It affected the past timeline. Him getting fucked up and saying Hodor was affected by him holding the door.
Right.
The same thing might happen in a way with the time travel element. I'm not saying like there was another theory that it was like Endgame where Cersei just kills everyone and then Bran has to go back and
run it back.
Yeah, run it back. But I don't think they're gonna do that. They can't just
In
do the
2
same
episodes.
thing. Yeah. After this episode, that pretty much squashed that theory. But there's still a chance for him to affect a lot of shit with like a failed jump into the past or something or into the future or whatever it is.
Is it
What?
a lock that we see him again in the next 2 episodes?
Yeah, I think we haven't seen the end of him. I don't know if we see Sam and Tormund again and all them. It felt like we were really saying bye to them.
I think Tormund's out.
Sam Gilly.
Sam and Gilly, I think, are still in play. I mean, where would they go?
Also, Ghost. You're gonna give Ghost to the fucking wildling?
That was weird.
dumb.
yeah.
That was weird. Something was off with that. But
That's the only reason why I think we'll see Tormund again, possibly because he has
He'll
Ghost.
show up with Ghost.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
there's also a situation where like the dragons kind of represent the Targaryens, or like the animals represent.
Yeah.
Right. So like
Now
that
he's a
dragon
Targaryen.
dying, right, is like, oh shit, is Jon gonna die? And then he sends away his wolf. And when you lose a wolf, don't you die as well? Isn't that what happens with all the Starks? So the dragons represent. Don't
No,
dragons?
Sansa's dog died.
Yeah, no.
Oh, really?
It doesn't
Yeah, it killed
immediately
her.
reflect that. Also, we don't know where Arya's dog is, Nymeria.
No, we saw her.
It's in the
It's like
wild.
it's a
It's in
Roman
the
Yeah,
wild.
but like
it was in
currently,
Wolfpack.
she could just
Oh,
pop
yeah,
up at
yeah.
any
Right,
moment. you know?
right.
With the rest of the dire wolves.
Yeah.
Why would he send the thing back? That's such a weird thing. Why would you send the dog back?
Because
I don't know, that was-
direwolf belongs in the north. It doesn't come south. Like it's like that's where.
So
Yeah,
let
but
him
leave
stay
it-
in
leave it at
Winterfell when he
yeah.
comes back for a little summer vacay.
No, he wanted to get out and stretch his legs a little bit. There's nothing
There's
out
no
there. Who
room in
cares?
Winterfell?
Well, who cares? It's a dog.
I
Well,
care.
it's
I've
the
grown an
dog. But
there's
attachment to this
more-
dog.
That's
there's
our
no
dog.
more- there's
Wouldn't
no-
you want to see the dog?
But John's not in Winterfell anymore. He's on his way south.
When you come
Well, this
back,
is why
you
I
see
think
the
John's not coming
family.
back.
Yeah.
John's not coming back. This was a goodbye. Like John is saying
yeah,
goodbye. to
I'm
everyone.
going to be in the capital.
It made it clear like this is the last time we're going to see John seeing all these characters. Whether we see them again as the audience, John's not coming back. And Sansa's right. Like the Starks, even though everybody's saying he's not a Stark, he still has.
You still have Stark.
Yeah.
So it's like male Starks don't have a good time in Winterfell. I mean, in King's Landing, they don't come back. So I think that still's going to reign true. I think he's going to.
So John's dead.
Yeah.
I think so.
His dragon's dead. His wolf is gone. He's done.
Or is this Game of Thrones trying to pull one on us?
Maybe.
Are they
No,
trying to do a
I
little
don't know.
plot
This was
That's
twist?
the
just
other part
John
of
saying,
it.
I'm going down there, we're taking over, and I'm not coming back. We're setting up shop. She's going to get on her throne down there, and I'm going to be her right-hand man, and we're setting up shop.
I'm confused if he's still like is sexually attracted to her.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he
they
is.
Started
Seemed like he
going,
was
they
trying to get it
started.
in.
He was about to undress her, and then he's like, "I can't."
Yeah.
That's right, he stopped. It, not her.
So like,
The fire's
But
out.
she's into
The
it because
fire's out.
Targaryens historically have
They fuck
incest.
their
It's-
families,
It's
yeah.
totally normal. Not totally normal,
but
but
he's a
it's common.
Stark, so it's not normal
He's
for
a
him.
Stark, and he's like, "I can't do this," but he tried. He made out with her for a little bit, and then as soon
And
as
when
he-
Varys and
Tyrion.
Tyrion were talking, that's what they said.
right.
That's exactly what they said, actually.
I don't
It
know.
ain't gonna
It's like-
happen, bro.
Right.
I really don't think it's gonna happen. He's not into it. Why is he going down? Because he's like stupid loyal for some reason. But maybe there's a part of John that knows that this bitch is crazy.
Definitely.
She is absolutely crazy, and she's gonna go mad queen.
Yeah.
And John is gonna have to save the realm by taking this bitch out.
And dying, maybe sacrificing himself for the
Facts.
realm.
The guy can't wait to die.
Yeah. And
This
he's-
motherfucker loves dying.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I do think she's gonna go Mad Queen. I think
She's
that's her
already.
ultimate.
I think she's already there.
Yeah.
There was a
She's-
moment
she's
where her
borderline.
She
pupils were
broke.
fucking dilated. Did you see that part?
Yo, I thought she.
Holy
I thought she
shit.
did a really good job
Super.
acting.
I thought she was great at
I thought she
great
cried
performance.
like Amelia.
One of her better performances.
Clark.
Yeah.
Clark.
Yeah.
Great, like in the scene where everyone's cheering John at the
And she's
party,
upset.
Yeah.
and you just see her like going crazy, and then at the end when
Even when
Missandei
they were just
dies.
in the room together, and she was like, promise me you won't tell anyone. Like she was like really fucking delivering that shit. Like she
Yeah.
went like little girl crazy on him, like
Yeah.
very believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. It's Well, yeah, he snitched immediately, bro.
bro, so
Yo,
fast.
he-
She's like, you have a choice. He was like, you should. you have a choice.
he
You
has
have
no
a
way.
choice.
Brand did, son.
That's
He got him on a technicality.
John
I
did
didn't say
not
shit.
tell.
I didn't say shit.
Yo.
Wait, what?
Got him on a technicality.
He said
told him.
Brand, let
he
her
told
know.
Brand, let him know.
Yeah.
I made an oath. I made a promise. Dude, the knee is still
really
bent.
got it. He
Yo,
did.
there's going to be a scene where Danny's like, why'd you tell us that?
I didn't say shit.
Technically speaking, you keep talking about how I'm short.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes people got to find out. You know what I mean? Say I'm 5'8" again, bitch.
That was amazing.
What about Brand saying the choice is yours? It's like, what are you gonna say after that? You can't.
Yo,
not-
that was like the
You can't
worst
not tell the
fucking
truth after
telegraph
that.
ever. You're like, what
is
choice
yours.
about
The
what?
choice
Like,
is
what
yours.
the fuck
He's
you talking
literally
about?
said nothing that made sense in the whole fucking scene. And then all of a sudden, one little tasty treat he just puts out there.
Yeah.
All right, tell it then. I wish I kind of wanted to see him say it because I wanted to see Arya's face. You know what's fucked up?
Yo, because their whole life they're like, my dad went out somewhere and fucked some other girl, and he's not the super honorable man that everyone says he is.
Right. Yeah.
And they just find out, no, he is.
He's the most honorable,
He was
yeah.
the most honorable
Yeah.
man.
So you get to see a bunch of different reveals.
Yeah.
But we don't actually
they
see any of
kinda-
them.
New
They-
fate. That's what I'm
they
saying. I
happen
wish
off
I
With this
saw.
expedited version, you would have saw that, and like that would have been a long scene of them going through the range of emotions. Oh, you're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
my brother.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad's a hero still.
But the difference is,
Shut it all down.
Unless Brand lied. Unless
Nah,
Brand
they
lied
know.
on purpose.
No, I
Unless
don't think
Brand's-
that's a possibility.
I don't think
maybe
they-
he has to do what has to be done in order to get to the outcome.
No,
that's
because then
needed.
Sansa told
Nah, that's like a
Tyrion.
wrinkle.
and
Get
then
to the end
Tyrion
game.
What did
told-
Sansa tell Tyrion?
No, because
We don't know.
and then Tyrion told Varys.
Told Varys what?
That's what I
No,
saw.
we hear
And then,
about all this
and Varys
information
was
through.
saying, yo, she's his aunt. Like they
Okay.
broke
All
it
right.
all
Yeah, yeah.
down.
Here's the thing: the difference between having,
I was going deep
having-
down the rabbit hole right there.
Yeah,
I was going
yeah,
real
yeah.
deep.
Put it
But that
back
would have
out.
been ill.
Yeah, just-
That shit
we
would have
got
been
you.
ill, though.
We got you.
No,
Yeah,
Sansa
yeah,
came
yeah.
mad quick too, though.
Bro,
she did
everyone
last
came
30
so
seconds.
quick.
Yeah.
Everyone came quick.
What if Bran was?
Thomas Lee was saying the next person I
The
talked
next
to.
thing.
Yeah,
It was high
boom.
school.
But
bro.
that's-
It was
That's what
unbelievable.
Varys said.
That's
He's
what
like,
Varys
if,
said.
what is it? What is it? If more than 5 people know it's information,
100
it's not a
people.
secret.
He
It's
said 100
information.
people know it.
Son,
More than-
everybody in the North knows. They just looking at her goofy. Like that's why you lost.
Mhm.
That's why you lost a dragon. Stupid.
Fuck stupid.
But that's the difference. The difference between like even 2 more episodes is
Yeah.
seeing a lot of those conversations that are so satisfying that we can't see, which is like
Right. If you're saying if there was 2 more seasons here, we get to see all that play
that
out.
would be like finale.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
That's good.
Daenerys resisted the urge to burn it all down.
We don't know yet.
No, she didn't.
No,
she
at
saw
that
those
moment
ballistas.
when the first dragon died,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
At that moment.
Oh, yeah.
She was about to
Yeah,
burn
yeah.
the ships down and then go burn everything down. She resisted, turned around. So now she's gonna go back and be
Nah.
like, "Fuck all
Nah,
you guys."
nah,
I
nah.
think she saw the thread of the
I would
of the
still
arrows.
have this. Like,
Haney gonna get this point out even though he's wrong. Go.
Yeah.
Get this point out there.
Yo,
She's
she-
fucking so wrong.
Yo,
it's not
she
even funny.
was infuriated to the point where she was going to make a very
Stupid
Emotional
decision.
emotional decision to try and blow these guys away, even though
She was
knows
going
that
to get
she's gonna
murked.
die in the
She was
process.
about to get lit
and then
the
she
fuck
bailed
up.
because she was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck that!" Like
Because she's not full
checked
Mad
herself.
Queen yet. She got a little
Yeah.
bit of sanity left in her. And that sanity left in her had her turn around and let all her people die. That's another fuck shit, right? It's like she let all of her ships with the Unsullied, with
apparently there's still some
Missandei.
Dothraki left. which
Say
I-
what?
there's-
Yeah, yo, they said that
I was
they
like,
just-
yeah,
they just
yeah,
point
yeah,
to
yeah.
one.
That
I
was
saw
some
the
bullshit.
genocide.
Nah,
That
I
was
saw
bullshit.
one
I
dude.
seen it.
saw
One dude
one
ran
put
back.
back.
One dude ran back with his sword still on fire. Like,
Right.
we out.
that was some
And
bullshit.
like a kid.
He didn't make eye contact,
No,
nothing.
man.
He spoke
but it
English.
was- he
He's like, yo, we out. Yo, this shit crazy over there, bro. My bad, I was speaking that goofy language this whole time. Real talk.
I
I
never
spoke
fuck
English.
with them.
I
I
really
never
spoke
fuck
English.
with
Yeah,
them.
that was crazy. So I don't even know how I'm in this outfit. Yeah, I'm from High Garden, B. Why are we even here? Like, let's go somewhere else. This is stupid. It's cold.
Ponytail ain't even real.
Real talk, right?
So, what were we saying?
Look, man.
Yeah.
I think 100% Mad Queen we see next episode. And I think that's why Emilia Clarke's been teasing episode 5.
She loves episode 5.
She's like, what'd you say,
Best
get a
episode
big
of the
screen
whole-
or something like that?
Yeah, get a big screen. It's her favorite episode of the show, blah, blah, blah.
If this bitch dies and that's why she's promoting it.
No, I think it's going to be, big battle next week, maybe Fall of Cersei, but I think the last episode's about taking down Daenerys as the Mad Queen. And like what?
So you think Cersei goes next week, fam?
Maybe.
It's gotta have. I get it.
What else is going to happen in the next 2 episodes? You think
I
there's
want
going to be an
Cersei
episode
to
of-
have it.
I
think
do.
Cersei
We're rooting
deserves
for
it.
her. I agree.
I think that maybe everything we wanted last week, we're gonna get next week.
Oh,
Well,
Jaime's
no,
out.
we're not getting everything we wanted. That's long gone.
What you mean? What you mean?
I wanted Night King. We're not going to get any more Night King.
What did you want from Night King?
I wanted so much more shit from Night King.
At least one move.
I wanted
something.
one move. I wanted a whole. Look, Night King might as well have been General fucking Snoke from Star Wars.
Stinks.
Trash.
Just cardboard cutout of a villain. He just wants to destroy mankind for the sake of destroying mankind. No dimension. The reason why we love Game of Thrones is because we get introduced to characters as one thing, and then throughout the seasons we find out that there are other things.
Something
Every
else.
single character is different than we were originally introduced to them. The Night King I thought was going to have like maybe he's a Stark. There was a theory that he was going back into the crypts to get his wife, who was like a dead Stark, or like some crazy shit like that. He's just there to
Anything.
just be a big bad,
Yeah.
and he's not even a big bad. Like
Yeah.
anyway,
Can we acknowledge one thing that was kind of cruel of the Game of Thrones producers, at least, is to do like the Gendry Arya kiss scene and then immediately follow it with the Brienne
Yeah.
Jaime.
What you mean?
Yo,
Cringeworthy wise?
Are kissing don't bother me?
Say what?
No, we're already past that. 'Cause
Yeah,
we already
I'm
saw
trying to see
side
her
boob.
fuck.
Nah, bro, I'm not into it. She's too tiny. He has to literally like fold in half to go down there and kiss it. It feels weird.
It
It
feels weird,
to me.
but it's not. It wasn't as weird as the Brienne and Jamie thing.
Well, Jamie got to go up on his tippies, bro. That was wild.
That was wild. He got fucking Amazoned.
He did. He did, bro. He went for it, dude. There was literally a moment.
fucking legs
He had
on
to go up. He had to go up. She picked him up, saddled him, took him to the bed, bro. Yeah, let's do this.
That's why he switched sides.
He
Pussy
must.
was trash.
Yo,
He was
real
like,
talk.
I couldn't fuck like that again.
Yo,
Yeah.
remember when Tyrion asked if
Tyrion's
she had a
like,
big
"How is she
pussy
down there?" Yeah.
Nah, she asked. He specifically said, "Does she have a big pussy?"
He's trying to find a place to hide.
That's exactly it.
Wait,
He didn't say, "Does she have a pussy?" He goes, "How is it down there?"
Right.
What else you mean?
Yeah.
Like real talk.
Fam, it was
I
probably
thought he was
fucking
acting if she had a dick.
Yo, what if she just
monster clit though.
Dude, absolutely, bro. Chop that down with some
So-
Valerian steel.
Sopping wet.
Dude. That's what she used for pomade.
Yo, she been waiting.
That's why her hair's
she
been
waiting
back so
long
good.
for that. Fucking Renly was her dude before.
Why
that?
was this so shocking that like she's a virgin? Like there was this thing, you're a virgin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's old.
Because she's a grown woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's
But
not
she's like,
shocking.
yeah.
She's very grown. She's big. Who's gonna chop that tree down? That's a big thing to do. Who's gonna fuck him?
I mean, it's cold out there in those streets, man. Everyone will fuck anything.
She's not a wild.
Yo, by the way, where did all these hot, thirsty northern girls
Yo,
come
Sansa
from?
was pimping.
Yo,
Sansa
yo.
was pimping him out.
Sansa was pimping, legit pimping.
Yeah.
dude.
Her.
They came out of nowhere and they're just hitting on everyone.
They were in the crypt.
Solid.
They've been in the crypt.
Keep
the
the
whole
whores in the
Those
crypt,
are,
bro.
those are
You keep the
Winterfell
whores
nines
in
right
the
there.
crypt, bro. Absolutely. They look like Gilly without the neck.
Yo, they finally
Which is
acknowledged
good.
that Gilly has just. I thought she just gained a bunch of weight. She's pregnant. I guess the actress is really pregnant, so that's why they had to like.
Thank God, because we've
What?
been making
killing
fun
her.
of her.
Yeah.
Like really,
Really
she's
bad.
a real pregnant person.
Yeah.
Now I feel horrible.
Yeah,
you
they had to
should.
like explain it because she was so
Yeah,
big.
she looked beautiful to me the whole time.
Yeah. Yo, I feel horrible, B.
Yo,
We
we
said-
might have to have Brand
Nah,
take us
dude,
back.
you can't make fun of pregnant women. That was
They should've told
crazy,
us.
dog.
The mothers.
Listen, I
Their
wasn't here.
moms,
Their
bro.
mothers.
They got children coming out, bro.
Do
That's
that,
nuts.
man. That was fucked up.
Can you believe, dude, the things we were saying
What-
about her
give me a
fucking
sample.
neck?
You
It's-
said it's
we
Gilly
called her
with
a
the gills.
It was what you
called her a stork. I think
Yeah,
one
she
time.
did look like a stork.
Gilly
but
with the- Gilly with the
gills. She had a calzone
Gilly with the
neck.
gills?
Gilly
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
gills.
yeah, dude. It was.
Oh man.
Now we were really leaning in, but it was only because I thought It was only because I didn't know she was pregnant. I thought she was an actress making awesome. I've never seen an actress get fatter as they got more famous. That's a puzzling thing. Usually the issue is like you look good. Usually you get
start
famous.
doing coke.
What about
and then you
the-
start doing coke. You
Yeah.
start like getting in shape. You get a dietitian. You get all this shit.
I don't know.
And then we see her this season and
she
her
had Thor's
fucking
fucking
neck,
fat suit on.
bro. Who's the Scottish guy in the what is that movie?
Braveheart.
No.
Scottish?
Rob Roy,
International Man of Mystery.
Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Oh, fat bastard.
Fat
Fat
bastard.
bastard, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what her
yeah.
neck
I
looked
believe
like,
you
bro.
called her fat bastard.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
I didn't even.
You did.
I didn't mean
You
it
did
as the
do this.
character. I just thought
No,
she
no,
looked
no.
like a fat
Oh,
bastard. But I didn't know she was pregnant. Then I would never say that
Yeah.
because it's beautiful when women gain weight during pregnancy because it gives life to the kid. Do you know?
And then hope
And-
she loses it afterwards. Whatever.
I mean, you would hope that she get a little snapback game. I mean, Sam ain't helping.
Water and fucking. Yeah, Sam ain't helping.
Sam, right? Sam.
Yo, Sammy.
Shall we have some biscuits again? Would you like some more biscuits, Kelly? Sam is just getting enabled, bro. That should be the spin-off. It's just both of them just rolling around Winterfell. These two fucking beach balls.
Yo, is he going to where's the Tarly's from? Where
Say
he
what?
From? Is he going to? He's like the last Tarly, right? So does he take
Yeah.
his castle?
Wait, is it Highgarden or is it?
No, Highgarden is where the Lannisters
Is
are
that
from.
River Run?
Hang on.
River Run. Oh no,
No. River Run is the Lannisters. Highgarden.
Highgarden
is.
It
wasn't where like
Highgarden was the
Marjorie.
Tyrells.
Where's Marjorie?
The Tyrell.
Oh yeah,
The Tyrells.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
And the lady that killed Joffrey.
Yeah. What did the
I can't remember the
Tullys
name
have?
of the town, but yeah,
Yeah.
we've seen it before. We went there.
So he goes back there? Why is he going back? Why isn't he
I don't know.
fighting?
I don't
he
know
gotta
where he's
pop
going.
off still.
No, he's good.
You think that he doesn't have to do any more? We got more fighting to do.
Well, no,
he
he's
really-
he's going to become the Maester, the Grand Maester.
You think?
Yeah.
He's going to the library.
He sounds like he's retiring
going back to the
early.
Citadel.
Okay, is that what he's
So
doing?
he's going to
That's what I
Citadel.
thought. I thought that's what Daenerys was saying when she came in before she dropped
Yeah.
the bomb that she killed his dad and
Yeah.
brother. She was like, "Oh, you're going to be." She hinted at it. I can't remember exactly what she
Okay.
said, but she said,
Oh,
"You'll be reading a
shit.
lot or something like
Okay,
that."
back to law
Okay.
school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how they going there?
I don't know if they're going there right now. I think John was just saying bye to them. They might be staying at Winterfell for now, or no?
That's probably right.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. It was happening so quick. That's the thing. It's like I have to rewatch these episodes like 3 times because there's so much shit
Yeah.
that happens too quick, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck happened?
Okay, so what do we have in store for next week? What do we think is going down?
What do I want to happen, or what is the Disneyfication of what's going to happen, which seems to be what is happening now in this show?
I don't know what you just said, bro, but you got to give us one of those. I got no. I said Disneyfication.
Disneyfication, like it's become
like Disney.
the Disney version of
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay. Yeah. How, who dies?
the Disneyfication. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just made up a word.
Yo, watching real quick though, watching Missandei die like that does make me feel a little bit better that more of the main characters didn't die on the last battle, because it was actually just a little bit more like, I don't know if poignant's the right word. But
Yeah, but don't you feel like that should have happened like 3 times?
Don't
in
be
the last
insecure about your vocab when he's busting these
you know,
words
you know
out.
what I'm saying?
Don't make him question yourself, bro. He put out discertification, and now you don't know what poignant means, bro. Come on, man.
No, but it was like
You're a
it's
college
better,
grad out
it's
here,
better,
dog.
It's better. Yo, it was a while ago. Whatever.
Nah. Say it.
But it was better when like watching her die at the hands of
If you had
Cersei
watched
more
half the cast-
dramatically
Oh, I
than
loved
just
it.
like some like dead guy poking her in the face.
I loved it.
You loved it.
I loved it.
Loved it.
And it was old Game of Thrones.
For a hot second, I thought that maybe she's gonna pull the face off and it was gonna be Arya. And she's gonna fucking.
Well, that would just be ridiculous.
I know, but that's what I.
By the way, I still have a theory that
Arya needs to just murk someone that no one knows about and then just wear their face.
Yo, that she might do that with Jamie. What if Jamie dies?
I was hoping she did it
Arya
with Bran in
puts
the
on
last
Jamie,
episode.
That's what we were saying.
Kills.
Yeah, we were talking about that in one of the past episodes where
Yeah.
we think that Arya could possibly use because what is the
Yeah, the prophecy.
The
prophecy is that her
is
younger
that-
brother Jamie's like a minute or 2 younger.
Right.
But that's
And
a book prophecy that book readers have shared with us. It's
No.
never been said on the show.
I thought
right?
the
I think
frog
he
lady.
said all the other prophecies, like your kids are gonna die, but he didn't actually say that one. And then all the book readers
I
are like,
don't
oh wait, he missed one.
I
don't
thought
know.
they said the show, but one thing we know about Game of Thrones is prophecies come true.
Right.
Every prophecy has come true so far. Every single one, except for the ones that we're still waiting to finish.
Except with the Red Witch, she went cold. She went 0 for 7 to start the game, and then
Yeah.
she got back in it.
Yeah, but it still came true.
True.
She just didn't.
Some things.
She just was following the wrong one.
Right.
But Azora High still happened. Like
Just a
Arya's Azora High.
little kid had to get burned to death before she figured it out, but it's fine.
She made a lot of mistakes on the way.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the video of the little Mormon chick breakdancing?
Yo, that was crazy.
Wait, what?
You guys
So
didn't see that
I
video?
saw you put that out.
Was it any
It's
good?
apparently not her. Bro,
And it didn't look like her.
what do you mean it didn't look like her? It looked exactly like her. What are you talking about?
It was
You
her.
thought that it.
was
Wait,
a
you
stunt
thought it
double?
didn't look at it like her?
Yo, man, maybe I watched the whole video. I
How
don't know,
could it
but
look?
didn't look
I'm confused. You looked at that video. Hold on.
With human eyes.
That literally the entire internet looked at and thought looked like her, and you were like, "No, that's definitely not her." That's
like she was the same size person, but
keep
like,
on
there was a
going.
different face.
No. Keep on going with the similarities because I want to see where they stop.
It was the same size. That
Same
was it.
size person.
Same size
What about
person.
hair? Hair similar or what?
Hair's the same.
What about complexion? Yeah.
White skin tone?
White skin tone, right? So
That was it.
pretty much what makes a person.
Cool.
person.
That's racist.
Why?
Like that's like saying like everyone with the same,
But why would you think it was not her?
because the face didn't look like her.
While she was doing head spins, you could get a good look at her face.
This guy's out of his mind.
Yeah, you know.
She was
don't-
doing a helicopter.
Right.
You saw her face for a fraction of a second. Okay.
She had a bucket
Was it
hat on.
determined that it was her? Was it determined that it was her?
No, it wasn't her. You're right, but there's no reason why. No, it wasn't her. No.
I didn't see the shit.
No. But let me get it up. But,
No, pull
but
it up.
He's
and
fucking.
tell
he's
me like, oh, that's a
insane.
dead ringer.
Son, he's insane for like, bro.
Assuming it
It
wasn't
looked
her?
just like
if I would
her,
have
bro.
saw it without him saying however you prefaced in your tweet,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have thought it was her. But the fact that he said it made me go back and be like, wait, is that her? No, it's not her.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get this up
I
so
thought it
y'all
was her.
could
I
judge
was just
the
like,
fuck
damn.
out of. Y'all could judge the fuck out of Hani. Wait a minute. Oh no, I don't know. It's probably deep in there, but the video looked just like this poor girl breakdancing. Thank God she's out of here, huh? Oh, here. Look at this. Tell me that
She
doesn't
got
look.
moves.
Son, I don't know how you thought.
That it didn't look like her. It is her.
But it's not.
It's like a blurry face.
Yo,
Good moves, though.
His-
Good
Yo,
moves,
Yo,
though.
she's
Good
nasty,
moves.
bro. She's
So wait a minute,
nasty.
it's not her?
It's not her.
Well, then what was the point of the post?
Everybody thought it was
it was
her.
like a timely,
like a funny joke.
viral thing.
Okay,
you know?
funny joke.
Yeah, the whole thing went viral.
There's
So-
a reason why it was posted today.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know when it came out. I think it came out during the week.
There's a reason why it was posted during the week.
Yeah. Wait, why? Oh.
Oh, it's just like timely viral.
You think it was planned?
I think it's like Game of Thrones. We gotta get a Game of Thrones post out there. So she looks like Lady Mormont. Let's put it up.
For what reason? To keep
Just
the
to keep people
convo
talking,
going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lady Mormon's having a moment right now.
Yeah, big moment. She just died last week.
In the goofiest scene maybe ever. I hated that shit. bro.
Me too.
When she charged it,
Dude,
Yeah.
the whole. By the way,
The giant just going, what did I kill? I'd like to get a closer look at what I just
Yeah.
killed. You've never done that in the entire season, or
Yeah.
entire series.
not to go back, I had so much shit, but like they come out with this release like 3 months ago saying it's the biggest battle in film or TV history. I'm sorry, it's fucking not. Like
Yeah, it
it's
was
just
not.
straight
I don't
up-
know, yeah.
Endgame was bigger, better.
didn't like
di-
Lord of the Rings have like a bigger one?
yeah, they had so many, and you could see them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't see 60% of what the fuck was going on.
I didn't mind that aspect of it. Not to
Come
dwell
on.
that, but
No, it's
I like
horrible.
the whole fog of war. It's confusing. You don't know what's going
It's
on.
not that confusing, dude. It's not that confusing.
I would have liked to see it. Somebody put on Reddit the dragon fight slowed down with the quality of your TV, I guess, improved in some way, and they made it lighter, and it looked pretty cool. There's some cool things that happened. They were
Interesting.
What, they had to
absolutely
slow
lost.
it down?
So they slowed it down, and then
Why do we have to
they
slow
made
it
it
down?
lighter. No, we're not arguing whether it was a poor decision by HBO.
Right.
We're saying this is what happened.
Uh-huh.
They fix it. Somebody on Reddit, a nerd, fixed it, and then what happened in the scene? Like you see the dragon, like dig his claws into the other dragon and like tear open his chest.
Yeah, you can see that on the real one.
I didn't see
saw
any
that
of that
shit.
You got Haney vision?
So
How
I
the
got-
fuck did you see this
Lights
shit, bro?
off.
Son,
I
I
had
didn't
the
see
lights off.
nothing, bro.
I didn't see any of that.
Dude, it looked
you
like
guys
it
saw
was-
every light off.
Fam, it looked
I
like
had-
a vape video. That's what it looked like. It looked like somebody
I
doing vape.
saw him clawing his chest out. Yeah, I saw that.
Did you see him bite his face off?
Quickly, yes. Not
You are
quick.
lying,
I'm
bro.
not lying.
You
I'll
are
tell
lying
I
right
saw
now.
that whole fight.
Might be lying.
I'm not
There's
lying.
no
I
way.
didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
I didn't know
There's
what
no
dragon was
way,
fighting
bro.
what.
No.
Yo, he was
Absolutely
winning.
not.
When did you watch
Regal
it?
was winning.
When did you watch it?
I watched it the night of.
Oh, okay. Because I think they.
I had all
I
the
think
lights
they
off
put
in
a-
the
yeah.
crib.
Yo, allegedly
Every
that
light
they
was off.
improved it.
Allegedly,
Yeah,
if you
pitch
I
black.
watch
rewatched
it,
it and it's better.
If you watch it on one of the apps, like HBO Now or HBO
It's a little
Go,
brighter.
it's a better quality because the TV compresses the quality down a little bit and reduces a little bit.
Oh, that's a good call.
So
sorry, all this-
I saw that this week too. So like, if you watched it on the app, then maybe the first.
That's
time
just them
you
playing
saw it.
catch up.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
believe that shit.
Fuck all
That's
that.
nonsense.
Jack was really hurt.
Really, I was really just
Yo,
in misery.
Yo, because the show was in like GOAT conversation of greatest shows.
Oh no,
ever.
it jumped the shark. I think it's.
And
never
now
gonna-
it's like
I don't think it's ever going to be
not
what
even,
it was.
it's
All right.
not even
In my
a
eyes.
conversation.
one thing this episode that I really wanted to see, when Tyrion jumps in the water, I just wanted to hear the sound. Doink. Tell me that wouldn't have been perfect, right?
You know that's going to get edited.
And they gotta make that video, right? He just jumps in, doink, like a little drop.
It would have been perfect.
And then just to see him crawl stroke with his little arms, like, how did he get back?
It was a real awkward swim scene with him getting it. I don't think he can.
Oh,
swim in
yo,
real life.
I didn't see any swimming. They were swimming?
No, they
The
just
way
cut
he
to them
jumped
on the
in, it was like
shore.
an awkward jump off. I don't know. I didn't love it.
I'm saying how he ended up on shore.
Oh no, he just someone Varys dragged him. I thought Varys dragged him.
Cool. I actually like the filming of that scene.
No, the filming was cool until he doinked it. But but after the doink, you don't see what happened in the water.
No, he
I saw Varys next to him. I thought Varys maybe was like low key a good swimmer.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe
What,
just
because he
he's
made
got
it?
that. Yeah.
Because he's
He made
Canadian?
it. No,
No,
because he made it to the
yeah.
shore.
Oh.
You know how swimmers all shave all their body hair and shit like that. Varys is completely slick.
Yeah,
you know
so
what
he
I'm
was
saying?
doing
extra
laps.
buoyant.
That's
yeah.
what he does for exercise. He was ready for this
He's
scene.
got like a sick onesie. You know, that he wears with like the straps.
He's got the cap.
Finally, I can be of service.
Yo, did we talk about the bronze scene though?
Yeah, the bronze scene. Like a sitcom. He came in and out. It was like Kramer
It was
coming in
great.
Seinfeld.
I loved it.
Do we see Bronn again?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to come in and save someone at some like important moment.
He's going to end up saving Tyrion.
I don't think so.
I think he.
so.
This is my theory.
Yeah.
My theory is he comes in and saves Tyrion because he's trying to act like he's a dick and he doesn't care and everybody's
does
fucked
care.
me over. Deep down, he does fucking care.
Yeah.
And he's gonna do it, and then he's gonna end up with his castle. And maybe if there's one guy that gets a happy ending, it's Bronn. But he had some bars in that scene.
I just felt like there should have been a live audience for that scene. Like, ooh, ah, and they're all laughing at his thing. And then, like,
Bro, I
when
was
he walks in,
crying.
I liked it.
When he walks in, they applaud. And when
Oh,
he walks
dude.
out, they're like, oh.
Wait, you didn't like that scene?
It just felt rushed. I wanted more time with them, and it felt very condensed into like a sitcom level.
Bro, I thought it was hysterical. And
I
the
liked it.
bars, when he's like, you broke my nose. He goes, I've been breaking noses since I was your size. I don't know if it's a
Yeah.
broken. That dude
That's
was
where the laugh
fucking
track
great,
comes
man. It was so good.
So like what I liked about it was that he, to me, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I could see what you're saying happens, but he didn't in that moment feel conflicted at all.
No.
No, he was
just
ready
like,
to murk him.
I'm a business guy. Like
Yeah.
that's, and I like that. That's the direction they took. It was like very direct.
Yeah.
Well,
but I
because
think
he's
when
been trying to
push
get
comes
paid
to
the
shove,
whole
though,
Yeah.
he's going to go. I think when push comes to shove.
I don't think you see him till the last episode
Yeah.
of the series, and he's like, "Hey," so he's going to one of them. You're alive. I want my castle.
No. Before
And
that,
they're like,
he's gonna.
and they're like, "Here are the keys. Go ahead." Knock yourself
Before that, there's gonna be like an arrow kill someone off, like from off screen, and you turn and you see it's Bronn, and he's like, "All right, now give me my money."
Because he's saying, I'm staying away from the fight. But you're not staying away from the
No,
fight.
no.
So you think he's fighting?
Absolutely.
He's gonna show up probably
bro.
next episode.
He wants to smoke.
I
That's
really have no
Bronn.
idea what they're gonna do. I could see him not showing up.
Also, his life seems pretty good. Like, what is this castle thing? Like, he has money, right? He has a nice house.
Well, now he's getting Highgarden.
But
Yo, but it's like
you're
when
like 60.
yeah, but it's like
You're fucking 3 hookers and you're still not happy?
he's like low
He's a
key,
millennial.
low-key ambitious.
That's
yeah.
what he. No,
Yeah.
he's not ambitious. He's entitled. You're alive.
No, he's
No,
done
he
so
got
much.
there. He's
He
got
has-
a lot to
Dude,
get there.
yeah.
He
He
has
saved
all the
Jamie
leverage with
against
them.
like the
He
dragon
saved
breath.
like every Lannister except for Cersei.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot
I mean,
of people done a lot
but
of
like,
saving.
He came from nothing. He got a little bit of money. Then he got a little bit more money. Then that's all those people.
He did more than Unsullied. He did more than Grey Worm.
No, but he finessed it.
What I'm saying is he made
Bro, he
deals
wanted
with
trial
liars.
by combat. He wanted trial by
Yeah.
combat for Tyrion. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's supposed to win. He's a fighter.
So is the other guy.
But why is he? But he he played
Yo.
the game the right way.
All Grey Worm wanted to do was take his bitch to Mykonos.
Not gonna happen.
That's it.
Not
okay?
gonna happen.
This guy wants a castle. Can we acknowledge there's a difference in entitlement between Bronn and Grey Worm?
You don't get what you don't ask for.
Yo,
Yeah,
you,
I think he
you
just knows, he knows what he's.
You're saying that Grey Worm still got the slave mentality?
He knows what he's owed.
He's not willing to feel it like he owns some shit?
No, but you use your leverage in your negotiation, and he's got a lot of leverage.
Grey Worm didn't have all the leverage when he sent all of his boys out to kill the fucking.
No, because he's already sworn to her. He was. That's not how.
So Bronn, the
He
fact
wasn't-
that he's not sworn to anybody, he's
No,
got.
He was indebted to Daenerys. The Lannisters are indebted to Bronn.
Yeah.
They keep
And
bringing.
he knows it.
By the way, they keep bringing up this golden company debt. Have you noticed this? There was a line that they dedicated to it in this episode. They're like, and the debt to the gold company,
was
the
the
debt
big
to the
story.
bank.
They had to buy them.
Right, but the
Yeah.
debt keeps rising. Right, it's like I
probably
forget who
interest.
said it.
That's probably got interest.
No,
on it.
not just the interest, but I think it was Tyrion or somebody said it. Maybe it was Varys, but they said something like, "And the debt is skyrocketing. His debt is going crazy." I feel like that could play.
But that's always
Well, she
been a
paid
talking
off.
point.
That's
No,
all,
no,
that's
no.
the Bravosi
She paid off the bank, and then
Bank, yeah.
and
Iron
then
Bank.
Iron Bank.
they had to then loan her the golden army to fend off Daenerys.
She's all in on the Golden Army.
She's all in the Golden Army,
She bought that whole shit.
but why would they keep bringing that up? Like, there's a reason to put that line in. You don't need that line.
Because whoever's going to inherit the throne has to deal with the debt, right?
Is that the case?
Yeah.
No.
Kinda.
Hold on. Actually, no, that's not the case because the banker. There was a scene. Remember where the banker was like, "I have to
Place a bet.
place a
Right.
bet on who I think is going to win."
Yeah.
So if his team loses, the other team doesn't have to pay that.
That's fair.
So could there be a situation where someone gets Tyrion? That's it. The way Tyrion makes his move is he goes to the Iron Bank. This is how he redeems himself. He goes to the Iron Bank and he says, "Hey, Shorty doesn't have the money to pay you back even if you win. She doesn't have any people there to make money. She doesn't have any attachments to anything else. She might be sitting on that
This
throne,
is a good one.
but it's absolutely worthless because if nobody believes you're the one, or there
Everyone's
aren't,
dead.
or everybody's dead, what are you really the queen of, right? You basically invested in someone who is guaranteed not able to pay you back. Matter of fact, she's ready to have Dany walk in and light all the people on fire that were about to work for free so that debt could get paid back.
Correct.
Are you sure you want to keep the Golden Company with her?
That's an excellent theory.
That's how Tyrion
That's an
redeems his
excellent theory.
fucking self. And
Could be,
you know
but-
what? He got a fire lit under his ass
The
because
only
he
problem-
just fucked up this debate. He fucked up this negotiation, and Missandei got killed. So he's ready to start cooking. He realizes there's no. This moment is where he realized there's no way he could possibly level with his sister. Maybe he thought there was a little bit because she was pregnant, and he knows how much he loves the kids. But in this moment, they're like, "Oh shit, she's willing to let even the kids die." There's no way I can negotiate with her. Time to get back to my smart midget shit. I'm going out to the Iron Bank and I'm renegotiating this debt.
It's an excellent theory. The only problem is that Bravos is on the other side of the world, where I'm under the impression it would take months for him to get there.
Yeah, but we've seen them travel like that.
I don't think travel's the issue, and if they really needed to,
He sends a raven. I don't know.
what about that
He's still
drag
gonna
on?
like have a negotiation. Like it's got to be something.
That
He's
drag
gotta
on,
meet,
bro. We
he's
gotta
gotta
drag
meet with
on.
the Iron Bank guy at some point.
We got to drag on. Matter
You
of
got
fact,
one.
you got one dragon. Matter of fact, the Golden Company's there. There should be a rep. You don't think the
Oh,
Golden
so
Company's
then
going to have a rep?
that could fulfill the whole Targaryen.
See, here's the
of him
problem.
Flying
Though.
the dragon
This is cool theory. I feel like they're not even gonna. I feel like
They
because
didn't
where we're at,
even- yeah.
they didn't even
It's
like.
too
they
long
didn't
to
even-
spell it
Yeah.
out.
Like this is
No,
the
but
problem
they
I'm
could
having.
do
Is
the-
like I'm hesitant to buy into any theories now after last week because like.
But the way
I
they
just
would
don't
do
think
it
it's that
is he goes to Daenerys. I know somewhere we can go. I know a conversation we can have. They just go. It all happens off screen. You don't actually see the conversation happen.
Yeah.
When the battle actually starts, Golden Company, instead of going that way, goes this way, fights Cersei, and then you realize after it happened. So like it's a thing that
That'd be dope, but
happens, and screen time is like 2 minutes.
yeah, no, I'm not worried about the time. We've seen them travel. They went from Winterfell
Yeah.
to King's Landing like that.
Time isn't the issue.
Dragonstone, so
Time isn't the issue. The issue is
Are they
actually
gonna
there's
cover
no
it?
issue. I really think this is why would you not listen? They said crypt. They
no,
said
it's
crypt.
legit. It's legit.
Right? They
Yeah.
said crypt, and then something popped off in the crypt. We all predicted it, but something popped off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they're doing debt. They're doing debt. You don't have to say debt. You don't have to bring up debt at all. And we know that the Iron Bank has zero loyalty besides to money.
And
Yeah,
listen,
just
they
getting
spent a
paid back.
lot of time in previous seasons.
So how does
Going through the
now.
Iron Bank.
how does Tyrion convince them? How does Tyrion convince them that Jon Stark and Dany can pay them back with what money? What do they have? Gold? What do they have?
They're gonna. They're the best chance to have to get him paid anything.
But what
if
does
they
he do
win.
to say there should be some way? He's got to give him something.
I'm trying to think of anything that's been planted so far.
Does he give him a dragon? I mean, it's not like you having a dragon does anything.
Yo, does he let maybe barters that like he turns Slaver's Bay back into like slave land?
Oh.
What are these wind noises that are happening?
This is the dragon
And the
scene.
breaker of chains, got to put them chains back
Right
on.
back on.
And she wants the throne.
And so now she has to go. She has to go back against everything she's ever wanted.
No,
Everything she ever promised to get that throne, and it proves that she is just as
Just like
power
him.
hungry as any other sociopath that has sat on that throne
gonna
in
make
the
a
first
political
place.
decision.
She makes a political decision. He goes back and he says, "You could have your slaves back." Whoa! And you know what? That's big money for.
Big money.
That's big money.
Big money.
That's enough money to pay back a debt, isn't it?
Rich.
Rich.
Yep.
Yo, I love you guys and I love this theory. I just don't want you to get hurt again.
Yo, nah. I'll tell you
Yo,
what.
this show
I'll tell
already
you what.
happened.
I'm already empty.
I'm already dead. Yo,
You
I'm
can't
already-
take me past it. I'm Sansa.
I'm end
All right?
credits. I'm on the end credits. Yo. I already
Hold
seen the
on.
whole episode.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think we just predicted this shit, B. Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie. That ending is so much better than whatever ending is actually gonna happen.
Real talk.
Exactly. And
It's
now I'm
so
just
much
pissed off.
better than whatever ending.
And then Tyrion gets to be a fucking hero again. Not this stupid bitch he's been this entire episode.
HBO, hit us up.
Wait a minute.
Smoke is free.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hodor. Ready? Wait for it. Okay, here we go. In the conversation between Cersei and Tyrion, does Cersei say that the Gold Company or the Golden Company is coming?
Yeah. Then she's like, "What? I was told there would be elephants." Remember?
But is
There's no
Tyrion...
elephants.
No. Does Tyrion know?
You mean in the sit down right when he finds out she's pregnant, he comes back to the council, says that she's going to support them, and then she doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes, they reference the debt because he used
Tyrion
to manage.
was the master
of
coin, so he knows.
He used to
yeah.
manage. He was the master of coin. He took over for Littlefinger.
So they reference the debt right there in that,
Yeah,
in
they
that
definitely
scene
did.
between the two of them?
Sure.
That's it. He knows, and this whole time...
And they know that the Lannister caves aren't kicking out any more gold no more, right?
Yeah, he knows that. He knows they've been empty.
Son, this is it. We just fucking predicted
Yeah, but here's
the
what I'm
end
saying.
of Game of Thrones. I almost want to start the podcast episode at the end. Holy shit. Dude,
Listen.
there is a legit... Look. I'm not saying... And I know, Jack, you have this...
I can't be hurt.
I
again,
know.
man.
Listen, because you were invested. You were more invested than all of us, okay? I see how broken you were by this. I see it, and it's okay.
I can't
But
fall again.
correct me if I'm wrong. Tyrion is the first name that you see when this show pops up, right?
Well, that's because he won an Emmy.
Fair enough, but he's the first name you see. He's got more screen time in this show than any other character.
Tyrion's always been, actually from the beginning, he's like the audience's surrogate character. So like,
right?
he kind of is. And I feel like George
In a
Martin,
way, he's the star. George R. Martin sees himself
Exactly.
through Tyrion.
Yeah.
Now, do you really believe that George R. Martin or HBO or anybody else who's involved in the creative of this show is going to let Tyrion go out like a bitch?
I think that
No.
I can't trust the two showrunners.
No. If there's anything we know about nerds, the little people end up killing it at the end. The Hobbit, what is
The
it?
other
Lord of the
little guy,
Rings.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, but
always the midget. Those little midgets in the fucking the other dragon one. With
well,
all the
they're
gold.
hobbits. They're
the
hobbits.
Look, I don't, whatever you want to call them. All I'm saying is the little people end up winning. And this
They very
little
rarely
guy,
lose.
They don't lose.
Never.
They
The
don't
Ewoks
lose.
in Return of the Jedi.
What about Wizard of Oz?
the
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oompa Loompas?
Oompa
Yeah.
Loompas.
They had it good.
Great life. You get to eat fucking sweets all day. Who doesn't want to eat sweets all day? As four of us stare at a Snickers
As
ice
these are
cream bar that we
melting
haven't
in
even
front
touched.
of us.
Yeah,
What the
they're melting.
They're floppy now.
Guys, I think we made I think we predicted
It's
the
a
end of it.
hell of a thing.
It's the best theory. That's and whether they
And
do it
because
or
it's the
not,
best
I feel
theory-
comfortable saying it's the best theory.
Because
Okay.
because it's the best theory, it's not going to happen.
No, wait.
I wrote the best version of this show
Yeah, that's it.
together.
We did it.
Yeah,
Okay. So look. Okay. So let's figure.
Yeah.
We have a couple other bows to tie up, even with this situation. Okay. Let's predict the end of this fucking show right now. Let's do it right now. Let's say goes to the Iron Bank, makes that negotiation. Okay. We still got Jaime, Bronn, Cersei, Dany, and Jon to figure out.
Right.
Sansa.
And Sansa. We assume that Golden Company thing is taken care of. What happens with Jon and Dany, bare minimum?
So what I would think would happen was that Danny, I don't know. I would say somewhere had his
Varys
John
had a bar.
kills.
Yeah, you can't forget about Varys.
Kills
It's
Danny.
already planted.
Varys had a bar. Remember Varys' bar?
he
Every
say?
line means something.
What did he say?
Bro, Varys said he was going to kill. He remember said he was going to kill. He wanted to kill Danny.
Oh, yeah, he wants to kill Danny. I get you.
No. Varys' bar about John.
What was this?
Remember?
The ones who don't want to lead are the best leaders.
Maybe the one that does not want to lead is the best leader.
The reluctant leader. Absolutely.
I mean, if that ain't the fucking alley-oop.
Right? That was, what do you call it? Gladiator. Maximus.
Boom.
Yeah.
When in the very beginning was like, you're going to take over and give it back to the people. And he's like, I don't want it. And he goes, that's why
you're
it has
right
to be you.
Yo. I mean, in a weird way, there's a cool prophecy about the United States of America, right? It's like George Washington could have ran that shit, and he was like, no, you got to give it up.
Right.
Our founding fathers could have taken
That's
over.
the
You
difference
could
between
have.
us and them, you know.
John is John is ending up on the throne.
He's ending up on the throne, but
think
then does he
John's
do something else to give power to some? You know what I mean? So
But-
it's not
okay,
like a
so
traditional monarch.
Let's say he gets on the throne. What happens with Danny?
She's dead.
She's going to be
dead.
dead.
Who takes out Danny?
Varys.
You think Varys is really going to be the one to take out?
That's too telegraphed, don't you think? Because
Yeah.
I
if-
think everything now is telegraphed.
you got no faith,
You are
bro.
fucking jaded,
I
bro.
used to be,
Really jaded.
I used to buy into every single theory. and
Damn,
now
bro.
I'm-
Let that hate go.
You
It was
a
last
broken-
week.
Broken up
The
girlfriend on
dragon's head
Instagram.
exploded this week.
Fucking inspirational quotes.
When
Jack
the dragon,
over here, bro.
Yo, that
God
dragon
damn, we
scene
gonna see
was-
him in Fashion Nova. Fit T Jack over here, bro. What the fuck? With your hair gummies, dude.
No,
Come on,
listen.
Jack. Come back, baby.
Listen, man.
Come back to us.
When it
Just
happens-
live in this hypothetical. Live in the hypothetical. Remove the heartbreak.
I was
Live in the
living this
hypothetical.
for 8 years.
I know, but just give a couple more months.
As I
Okay.
shed a single tear.
I know. Okay, so go with us. Go with us. What happens to Danny? Who takes out Danny?
Who kills Danny?
It can't be Varys. It's too easy.
It's got to be John.
Got to be John.
John's because John's got to make the tough
The
decision.
most
What if it's
poetic
Sansa? What
one
if it's Sansa?
was Jorah, right? You had a theory about Jorah. That
It
was the
should have
most
been
poetic
Jorah.
one.
Well,
What if it's Sansa?
What if it's Jaime, Kingslayer again?
Hold on. What if it's Sansa? But Sansa's not going to do it with her hands.
Oh, Sansa does
Sansa-
it with the knife Arya gave her. Shit.
what knife?
Wait.
Stick with the pointy end.
No, that was dragon
No,
glass, bro.
she has the
Same
knife.
shit, bro.
Well, wait.
Stabs.
What happened down in the crypt? She has that knife still.
Yo, dragon glass.
Getting mad technical right now.
Dragon glass as a commodity just went hit
Pointless.
the floor. Right?
Fucking
You had
pointless.
no need for dragon
Yeah,
glass
so you
anymore.
stab
It was
somebody.
Bitcoin.
Down.
It was
Yeah,
Bitcoin, yeah.
Dragon glass out of here.
Dragon glass is Bitcoin.
They were
done.
all in on dragon
Yo,
glass.
man. Needed that mining that shit. Oh,
Bro.
over.
That's hilarious,
Yeah.
dude. Okay, back what we're saying.
She has that knife. We know-
Sansa.
That knife is
John-
made out of dragon glass.
then
It doesn't matter what it's made out of, but it's that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
so
the one that
she
they-
has the knife. She's gonna kill someone with this fucking knife, right? Why else would we give her a knife?
every knife that's been given has killed.
Has killed.
Yeah.
So you think she's taking out Danny?
Well, now look, you're getting
I
me
just
back.
don't see how
You're-
she's gonna get.
come
you're-
back.
you're getting
come
me
back,
back.
Jack.
Now
Get him in.
I wanna pull back.
No, no.
But,
Go
uh,
in.
Don't be afraid
for
to
the,
leap.
For the
Don't be
podcast,
afraid to
for
leap.
the listeners, for the people.
Yeah.
Lean in. Go.
Yeah. Sansa. What if Sansa has? I mean, look, she's always been the manipulator, right? Not the manipulator, but she doesn't do any of the actions herself.
Right.
They kind of have.
She's
it for
Littlefinger.
her. She's kind of Littlefinger.
She's Redfinger.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know. What if she has someone do it for her? What if it's Tyrion
With that knife,
with that knife?
I don't think Tyrion can do it.
Well, then you lost me. I'm out. No, I'm just kidding.
Because Tyrion's already doing the bank thing. He's already that's a big one.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do
already
anything
doing that.
physical. He's the little guy. He's gonna outsmart.
Well, don't forget. Through all this, we got to remember we got Clegane Bowl.
That's next week.
Well, that's like
The game bowl's next week.
That feels like an Arya Hound tag team. That's what they've set it up for. Now that they hit the road together, the band is back together, right?
Also, don't forget Brienne's going to chase after Jaime for sure. She's going to show up on the battlefield.
Oh, Jack is back.
Yeah.
Jack is
Brienne.
back. Jack is back.
Oh, so Brienne
is
got to kill.
back.
Brienne got to kill Jamie though.
Well,
no.
Wait. Brienne won't go unless Sansa goes. So if Sansa, the only thing that
Brienne.
would bring Brienne is if Sansa going. So Sansa's going.
I was gonna say, yeah. How's Sansa getting close to?
And why would Sansa come? Now we're cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're cooking. Why does Sansa go? What is the impetus? Jack is in. Jack is in.
So she's gonna go because John's gonna need her to beat Daenerys. I would say, right?
Okay.
Hold up, it's Daenerys.
And that's the only thing that she would.
Listen,
that's the only thing that she would
Daenerys?
mobilize for.
Bro,
What do
he's
you call
adding
it?
syllables,
Bro,
taking
he's
syllables
what are you doing
away.
here?
He's calling
You've been away
Cersei
a long time?
Xerxes. He's mixing
Bro,
different
300?
mythical movies. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Bro, you've been away a long time.
I know, but
I
it's
don't know
been
if
a
you are.
while.
I don't
He
shine
takes
shoes
the
going on.
throne, kicks him in the chest, says, "This is Sparta," and the show.
Come on. All right.
Okay. Now we're going. Now
Yeah,
we're going.
Daenerys.
Okay. Oh, now you got to add to it us. Now you got to add to it us. Because we've been
Daenerys.
watching this show for
The
10 years.
unburnt. The unburnt.
Breaker of chains.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Okay. Throw him down a moon
No,
tower.
I think okay. So I think that Sansa would. Moon door. Where's
Whatever.
Robin at?
Whoa,
Yo,
no, where is
speaking
Robin
of the
at?
devil,
Winston
Yo,
was
they
Robin.
mentioned-
the
It's
original,
Robin.
the
Didn't they mention
OG.
him?
It's
Huh?
Didn't they
Robin.
mention the veil tonight?
They said the veil would never turn. Okay, so the veil is probably going to ride with Winterfell.
Yep. Vale's gonna show up.
I think they're going to take out Cersei, Daenerys on the throne, and then the.
Dude.
What did I say? Cersei.
Cersei.
Bro, you never hit a Z that hard in your life. Bro, never in
Yo,
your
I always
life
get the
have you
one
heard-
from 300.
Yeah, we know.
We
Oh, we
just
know.
spoke about it. Do y'all listen at all when we talk about
Nothing.
this
I don't
shit?
say shit. Nope.
Son, we were
we
just
literally
in a
just
riff
referenced-
for like 15 seconds.
I was
about
laughing.
You
I
doing,
was laughing.
Yeah,
I
but
was
thinking
laughing.
about
No,
something
he was
else.
thinking about 300.
I know. I was,
Exactly
I was
what-
being insecure about my pronunciation and whatever.
Yeah. Okay, go. So go back. Yeah. Say it. Just fucking say it. Drop the Z.
So I think
Go.
the Vale and Winterfell would mobilize to help Jon beat Daenerys.
And what is the impetus to them coming? Are they so something?
Something gets fucked up. Jon realizes, okay,
This is what gets fucked up. The news comes back that this bitch is crazy and she's about to light everybody up.
Mad Queen.
Mad Queen.
Mad
It's
Queen.
Mad Queen. They realize. So Jon probably is going to go, hey, we have got to do something to stop the Mad Queen.
right,
So I might need the Veil. I
Right.
might need whoever's up. Hey, Wildlings,
come down.
holler at your boy. We need to stop. Are there going to be 3 fucking more?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think the Wildlings will come down. I think that's done.
We
I
just
think
don't have
they're
enough
tired.
time.
Yeah, we don't
Wait,
have enough
wait
time.
for it. What'd they say? Remember, every word matters.
What'd they say?
The Northmen will ride with you and the Wildlings ride with him.
Yeah, we've known that for.
But no, but this episode they said it twice,
He was,
right?
they were making him seem to be you are the man of
They had to
the
prove a
people.
point.
You are
which
the
is
king of kings.
He's the king, and Daenerys doesn't have the same allegiances. They were going to
Correct.
show like that's why she reacted that way.
He has earned all of their
Yeah.
loyalty.
So something's happening that's bringing them all down. We're getting everybody into the flow of
Into the
things.
capital.
Into the capital. They come all down. Whatever the fuck it is, it really doesn't matter. Jack, you have theories or no? Doesn't really matter, right? As long
Right.
as they're all there.
Right.
Okay? Sansa's there. She's getting PTSD flashbacks, right?
Yeah, back at King's Landing.
Gendry's there. He's a lord now. Okay? What's her Arya? Clegane. We already know what they're about. They're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Something has to happen to go.
What if Tyrion's there? He sends Davos to Bravos. So
It's
Tyrion,
Davos.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Davos, Davos.
Yeah.
That's all right.
The spelling's
I don't
still there.
judge.
It's just the
okay.
pronunciation.
Davos is still in play.
Davos has
The
always
Onion
been
Knight.
one of my favorite characters.
Davos is still in play.
Um,
Not a fighter.
but he's negotiated with them before.
Yeah.
I think he goes there. I think Tyrion needs to be present in this battle. There's too much going on for him to just be gone and then show. You know what I mean? He's going to be there. He's got to. No?
You
I'll
don't
see you guys
fight.
later. No, I'm just kidding.
No, listen, he might be there, he might not be there. We're assuming there's going to be a big battle. Yes, maybe there's going to be a big battle. I don't even care about
It's
the
going to
battle.
be multiple battles, though.
I think, give me the game. I want to know the game. So Cersei, her whole thing is, I want this bitch to go Mad Queen. She could kill everybody. I don't give a fuck. She kills everybody. Because if she's coming in here reckless, we got a chance of taking her down. If I get rid of the dragon, nobody has a chance of beating me because we got the Golden Company.
Cersei's game is chaos, kind of.
This-
Cersei's game is just kind of death, but like survive at all costs, maintain the throne, doesn't care about anyone else.
Sure, but make people overstep their boundaries.
Yeah.
Make them
push
act irrationally.
Yeah.
Make them act emotionally.
Yeah, that's what the beheading of Missandei was.
Missandei
is
was
like
absolutely.
just driving her to make an emotional decision.
Yeah.
Taking
Because
the bait.
the last time that Shorty was upset, that Dany was upset, she almost flew the dragon right into the ballistas.
Yep.
Yo, everyone's
This
react-
time,
yeah.
she's driving that dragon right into the ballistas that are on top of that castle. And that dragon, I think the dragon goes down next up.
Yeah.
I think
100%.
that here we go. Dragon goes down next ep, right? She goes Mad Queen. Tyrion realizes, oh shit, we don't have a dragon. We might lose this shit. I gotta go talk to the Gold Company.
Yeah.
That's the impetus for talking to the Golden Company. Now that they don't have the dragon, right? Jon and them, they got to go back up to Winterfell. Do you think they go back or they all stay?
I think they stay. They come to them.
Okay, boom. So they come to them to help. Oh, shit, they heard it went down. Everybody got to come help. We got to do whatever we can. Let's get everybody who got. Maybe we get the wildlings. Who the fuck knows? So they're coming down to help. I don't know why they would help because unless Cersei calls them there. Because, again, the people in the North are like, we don't even care about the Seven Kingdoms. Yeah. We don't care about Westeros. We just want the North. So they don't want that throne. So the only reason they would come down there is to save Jon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? Does Jon get kidnapped? And then Cersei's like, hey, you want him? Come get him and bend the knee.
I just don't think there's enough time for all this.
Don't worry about time. Don't worry about time.
Before the dragon dies, it's gonna burn. It has to burn all those people.
Yeah, it's got to show that
she
she's
has
the
to go
Mad
full
Queen.
Mad King.
Yeah,
Mad Queen.
Mad Queen, whatever. Like, so
yeah,
she has to go in, burn everything down. She doesn't kill Cersei, and that's when they realize that she's whatever. Then they do kill Cersei next episode.
Or
here's the thing:
they kill Cersei next episode, and then the last episode is them killing Daenerys.
Or Daenerys kills Jon, and then everyone's like, "What? Fuck that!
Right,
We're going."
Which
that would be wild. That's not happening.
Right?
That would be wild.
They're like, "Yo, Jon got killed," and then the wildlings, the Vale, Sansa. They're like, "Oh, all right, let's get it."
That gave me goosebumps. Now, why did that?
So hold on.
That would mean.
And then who's the rightful heir? Gendry.
Real quick, and then rightful heir is Gendry.
Or is it Sansa?
I think Sansa would have
Or
sent to the
Sansa
throne.
just bodies it.
I
It doesn't
think Sansa
matter.
would body it.
But back to that theory real quick. It was
because
Dany kills Jon. Right now, you don't even need Tyrion to go to the Golden Company.
So
you don't even need Tyrion to go to the bank.
And then think about what Tyrion and Varys said. They said, "Is there another?" Right? They mentioned Jon, but like maybe there's someone else.
When did they say that?
When they were in the room together.
Yeah. Is there anybody else? Is there another? Yeah. And then they're like, we already know who you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that was the reference to Jon.
I guess so. I guess you're right.
That was right. Okay. What were you saying?
Yeah. No. They're gonna kill Cersei, and then Jaime's gonna kill Cersei. Jaime Tyrion's gonna kill Cersei. Then Jon's gonna kill Daenerys last episode.
But like Sansa's amazing leadership skills, I think, are being displayed for the reason, right? When Daenerys is like, "We gotta go fight," and she's like, "Your men are worn. Like, you need to rest." Like this. In previous episodes when they were preparing for battle, she was like, "Yo, why does the armor look like that?"
That's a good logic.
hand.
We said that shit last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
she's a
just
good
logic,
hand.
and they're just trying to show how impulsive Daenerys is.
Jack got a good point. She's a good hand.
She's a good hand, but she's not a good ruler.
I
And
think Sansa would
if she ends
body
up
that.
being the hand, that means Tyrion's dead. Or Tyrion just taps out the game. He's like, yo, I did enough.
I think he's tapping out.
Or
No,
Tyrion's on the
because
throne.
Jon's not going to pick Tyrion to be his hand. Jon would pick Sansa to be his hand. Like Tyrion's Daenerys' hand. When she dies, Jon's not going to be like, well, he doesn't inherit her hand.
Right.
He's going to.
But you kind of do in the realm, right? You inherit Varys. You inherit the
you
people.
You pick your own people.
Not really, because Varys has been there for like 6 different kings. Like
Yeah, because he
kinda,
finesses everyone.
Yeah, he plays the game. He
Right.
He sees the outcome before it happens, and then he jumps ship. And what's happening right now? He's jumping ship. He's going to jump on Jon's ship right now.
Here's the thing too. This goes in line with prophecies coming true. We've seen King's Landing destroyed by Dragonfire.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we got to address this. Is Wildfire gone? Is Wildfire
I thought
coming
about
into
that.
play? Does Cersei have some wildfire up her sleeve?
I thought that she burnt it all. When
So
she
I thought
everything
so.
was gone with the
Yeah.
burning of the cathedral.
That's why they have the ballistas now.
Okay, so it's all gone.
Yeah.
And Qyburn doesn't have any other like magic up his sleeve or
might.
any kind of crazy
He
shit.
might,
see
but
some magic.
they haven't alluded to it.
Qyburn's kind of the best too. I mean, let's keep it real.
Yeah,
Yo,
he's-
she got a good team, bro.
Yeah,
she got a good fucking team. A lot of role players. People know what they're doing.
Yeah.
She's like the Bulls.
With elite skill sets.
I
That's
enjoyed
it.
how he
But they're
kept
roles.
referencing
Jordan
Tyrion
Pippen.
as my
Everybody's set.
Yeah.
Like he was still showing the
My lord.
respect.
Yeah.
Like he
What's
was,
that?
He was referencing Tyrion as like my lord. Like he was still showing the respect while still trying to tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The best.
I thought that was really good.
Who? Qyburn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about the mountain looking like Shredder?
He been looking like Shredder.
They made
Bro,
him.
the
He's been
outfit was a
getting
little insane.
bigger and
it's
creepier.
yeah.
The eyes are redder. than
Yeah,
they've
he
ever
looks
been.
like that Japanese Wolverine movie.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember seeing that? The trash
Origins.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Origins. It was like the Too Fast, Too Furious of Wolverines.
Yeah, it was not good.
Bad. Okay, I think we got some good theories. Is there anything else before we wrap it up, guys?
Again, don't be surprised if next week we're talking about what could have been, and we're disappointed by what has.
I know.
That
you're
dragon
jaded.
head exploding snapped me back into it. I was thinking, I was like you, and like I said, I didn't like that first 30 minutes. And as soon as that dragon head exploded, I was like, all right, I'm back.
It's on.
I'm in.
See,
And then
Snapped
Masande,
me right
let's
back
go.
in there.
I feel
Yeah.
like the only territory they have now, the only play they have, is true fan service. So like that's what that scene was, and whether you like it or not, that the first 20 minutes of this last episode was a lot of like fan service. You get to see, you know, Jamie and Brienne flirting. They're calling back that game that they played, the drinking game. I don't know if there's anything deeper than that at this point. I'm worried about it, but
I know you have a pessimistic view of it, but I think we got
There's
some
2
exciting
episodes left,
theories.
2 left.
Debt, Golden Company, it's going down. I think that comes into play.
Do we know lengths? What are the final 2
Buck
episodes?
80 and
20, buck
80.
20.
80
Hour
80?
20, hour 20, yeah. 80. A lot can be done. I'll say this, though. I really enjoyed this episode.
I did
Way
too.
better.
did too.
Way
Like,
better.
yeah, top to
Really,
bottom.
really enjoyed it.
We got a couple cool deaths, but the deaths pushed the storyline forward. It wasn't, a death for no reason. Everything was
Excellent.
calculated. You got a lot more game than there was in the last episode.
And
Yeah,
it
it was
did,
cool.
when we watched the last episode, it was like, oh, we were disappointed. It's a traditional hero movie. The stars are safe. And this episode, right away, you lose the dragon and you lose Masande.
Absolutely.
Let you kind of know that.
Because we're back to the game. We're
Right,
back to
right.
like the politics. and
They're
all
better
that.
at that. They're better at writing that
Better
stuff.
at that.
though.
It's more interesting. It's what we like watching. It's why we like watching that Kevin Spacey show on Netflix. What was it called?
House of
Uh,
Cards.
House of
Cards,
Cards,
yeah.
right? We like the game, right? We like these people trying to outsmart each other. And the reason we like it is because we think we can outsmart the writers. We go, oh, I know what you're doing. Like
But
we've done this whole episode is just calculate.
I think the showrunner's strength was more writing the political stuff than the fantasy stuff.
I think their strength was just reading a book and translating it. to
Sure.
script.
That's fair.
Agreed.
It's fair.
And you know what it
Fair
comes back to?
criticism.
Like you said, George Martin is like a nerd, and he's like the guy that never got laid.
Yeah.
These guys have been getting laid
Their
These
whole
guys
life,
had
they don't
writing
get
careers. The main dude is a stud. He's like married to Amanda Pete. He's got like 3 kids with her. He doesn't know. He doesn't know where to draw from.
Yeah.
How's Amanda
That's why
Pete
everything's
looking these
working
days?
out. Because in his life, everything is worked out.
How's Amanda Pete looking these days?
Real talk.
How's Amanda Pete looking these days? Good? She keeping it
Oh,
up?
she's still looking good,
she's-
yeah.
She's held up
She
very
got the
well.
gap a little bit, right?
A little bit.
It's cute, though.
Adorable.
What is he the expert on Amanda? You're like, how's
I'm just saying. I'm just which
He's
one?
asking
You
general.
know?
Guys, all right, well, that's good. I think we're cooking. I think we've got some good stuff. I'm all in. Jack is, I think, halfway back. If this next episode is good, I think we got Jack back all in.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man, if it's not,
I'm worried about you, personally.
If someone doesn't die, I will. Anyway, it's been another episode of WesterBros. Thank you guys so much for listening. Peace.